I thought it would be a good day to do some astrophotography. In Sweden, we have a word for this: April weather. It basically means that you can have every possible type of weather in one and the same day. Today we've had wind, we still have wind, we've had rain, sleet, snow, and also a little bit of sun. Not exactly ideal conditions for astrophotography. So I did the only reasonable thing to do. You might ask yourself, why would he ever think that this is a good time to do astrophotography? Well, the forecast for the night is actually that it might clear up, believe it or not. So my plan, nightscaping. I was keeping a close eye on the weather forecast during the day, and it looked promising. This is a place with so much potential for great skies during this time of the year. This day, however, there was going to be an almost full moon, so I would only have 1 or 2 hours of darkness. It's not the perfect night, but I think this could turn out really nice if the skies clear a bit more. Hi everyone, and welcome to one of my favorite locations, but also a location that I haven't been to very many times because the conditions never seem to be really good when I'm here. So this is one of the first places where I captured some nightscape images that I was really happy with, and it's also the first place where I captured the aurora together with the Milky Way. So I'm in a nature reserve area on the Swedish east coast, and what's so good about this location is that we have a horizon towards the east with almost no light pollution. So when the conditions are right, I should be able to get some really nice Milky Way images here. The problem is that the clouds have gone from here out towards the sea here. So I really need them to go away a bit further. Otherwise they will block my Milky Way when it rises. but I'm hoping they will continue blowing out over the sea. So tonight we've had nothing but clouds and rain and sleet and snow all day long, and there's also quite a lot of wind, so as I said, the conditions are less than perfect, but the forecast says that it should clear up by 10 p.m. and it's about 10 p.m. now, so I'm hoping it will clear up. As you can see, the sky is clear towards the west, but unfortunately those clouds that were there, they have gone out towards the east, so they are still hovering above the horizon and in the field of view that I would like the Milky Way. So hopefully the clouds will keep on clearing away, and then I will have about an hour, maybe 1.5 hours before the moon rises over here. So I really have to make the most of the time here to try to capture the Milky Way if I can get rid of the clouds. And if not, I think I could actually capture some really nice images anyway, because when the skies are so dark, a bit of clouds in the foreground is actually not that bad. So we'll just see what we can get here. I will set up the Move Shoot Move Nomad and get going as soon as I can. I'm actually trying out some new gear here today. It's my new backpack that I bought for some more heavy-duty hiking, but that I also use when I have more of the astro gear that I need to bring, because I can fit my camera cubes in it, both the larger one and the smaller, so that's nice. It's a lot better to carry around than a regular camera bag, because most of the camera bags on the market are actually quite bad for ergonomics. Well, this is not going the way I was hoping for, but I am going to make the absolute best of this anyway. The clouds did not clear, but I have found a composition here that I really like, and I have a bit of the night sky peeking out behind the clouds, and now the moon is on the way to rise, so it's lighting up the sky towards the horizon in a very nice way. So I think this will actually turn out to be a great image, even if it's not a classical nightscape image. Well, I'm just finishing up now with my final foreground shots, because I didn't get the clear skies towards the east that I wanted, but instead I think I got some really nice images towards the sea here. I'm just trying one final image towards the east here to see if I can have something even close to a Milky Way image. So I'm gonna take a track shot or two of that as well. And then I'm gonna pack up. And just when I thought all hope was lost, the sky just cleared for a few minutes before the moon is rising here. I think I managed to capture a few shots of the Milky Way. I'm gonna get a few foreground shots as well now, so I'll see you in a little while. Well, I was a little bit too late. What is this? Some sort of yoga? Drunken monkey kung fu? No, this is just what happens when you're getting old and you're too stubborn to get glasses. The distance here is proportional to my age. Anyway, I'm just getting the last light of the Milky Way here now. And unfortunately the moon is lighting up the sky a bit too much. But I'm gonna take the images anyway, and use this like as a reference for upcoming astrophotography trips. Well, as you can see, the moon is coming up on the horizon here now, so unfortunately I didn't really get the last sky shots that I wanted. The Milky Way cleared behind the clouds just as the moon was rising here, so I think the sky shots might have been too bright, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna do what I can with them anyway, so I'm just gonna take a few more foreground shots here now before I pack up, and then we'll see what I can get with these images. I think I got some really nice ones with the rocks in the foreground here and the reflections from the moonlight that was coming up. So I'm actually quite happy with this night, even if I didn't have enough time to capture the Milky Way before the moon started rising. But like I said, I think this was a great, like a scouting run for upcoming nights if I get more chances here. So yeah, all in all, I would say this was a success. Yeah, the moon is not good for astrophotography, but you can't deny that it's really beautiful when it's rising. I just had to take a few final shots here because it actually turned out really, really nice with the moon and the water here. Yeah, this is it. It's hard to pack up when you get going. You always want to get that final shot. This turned out to be one of those nights when the conditions were absolutely not perfect, but some of the images still might have turned out almost perfect. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. What I really liked here was the flow of the lines of these rocks going out towards the ocean, and I think if I could get the Milky Way more straight towards the east here later in the night, maybe later in the season, and the rocks here, that could make for a really, really great image. So I'm really happy with this location scouting run here. And once again, this shows the importance of not giving up. Even though you go out here and the conditions don't turn out the way you planned or the way you wanted, you still just have to go out there every time and make the best of it. And that's what I did today, and I think it turned out absolutely great. So thank you very much for following me here tonight, and if the images turned out as I hope they did, I will show them to you now. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.